hats off to South Carolina. They certainly earned it, man. Hosted a great tournament, and beat us tonight and get a chance to go on to the Super Regional and hopefully they make a great run. As far as our squad goes, the perseverance and just fight of our guys is it's as a coach, it's all that you could possibly ask for. And there's a bunch of guys in that dugout, and that won't put on the black and orange again. And we ask our guys to do a lot, and the main thing is to love each other, and they do that in a million different ways. And this one hurts, but every guy that's walking out of the door of our program can hold their head high, knowing that they left it better than how they found it. And that's basically the only two things that we ask of our guys: love each other and try to leave the program better than how you found it. And this group certainly did that. So.
Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you for questions.
How's it going, Justin? Just want to ask you about South Carolina's offense. Obviously, you guys jump out to an early 2-0 lead, and then South Carolina quickly responds, and then they go on to score 7 runs in that third inning. What made it so tough that you noticed about their approach at the plate and what they were able to do putting the ball in play?
Yeah, I thought that they did a tremendous job kind of second time through the lineup, being able to make some adjustments to what we were trying to do. We didn't play particularly clean. We gave some free passes up, and so, some of that is some of that is a challenge, especially when you're playing an explosive offense. And look, I mean, those guys, short of having a couple of guys injured here the last 2 or 3 weeks, one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the country, for 70% of the year, 75% of the year. So they're starting to get healthy again. And when you aid them, right, they can make you pay. And they certainly did that, and they made adjustments. And we probably could have made some adjustments on the mound, try to go and keep them off balance a little bit quicker. But they were super explosive there in the third. And I thought we answered back, but we just weren't able to stack up enough zeros.
This question is for the 2 players there. With the offense that you guys put up, the home runs that you hit, the hockey helmet celebrations there, I don't think you guys can get away with the nobody from nowhere anymore. You definitely helped put Campbell on the map. How do you 2 feel about what you've helped build in Bowie's Creek?
I mean, yeah, we're a bunch of dudes that come from JUCO, high school. We're not really known people when we come to Campbell, but our coaching staff does a great job of developing us and making us who we are now and getting us far in the season. And I guess we're just from a small town, that's all. No one knows where Bowie's Creek's at, but we tend to make a name for ourselves every year, so that's our goal.
I can't follow up on that. He did a perfect job in explaining it. So.
Other questions?
For both you players, I mean, just, the way this weekend started, obviously, wasn't going well there for a while, but the way this team battled back, won a couple games, found the offense, and even in this game, when you get down early, you keep fighting back. I mean, how proud are you of this run?
Yeah, I'm incredibly proud of this team and how much we developed together and made a great run. And obviously, the amount of history that we all put together, this is the funnest season I've ever had, and I would never want to do it with anyone else. I'm going to miss these guys so much, and that's all I can say.
I mean, yeah, usually when we're down by a few runs, we never put our head down because, like, the way our coaches, like, train us, like, we're never down in the fight. It's just, yeah, our offense is just incredible, and hats off to our coaching staff because when we come in, we're just, like we said, nobody's from nowhere. But these guys help us get on the map and help us put the ball in play, I guess. And I spend hours and hours with our coaching staff, and I would not be here today without them and be the player I am now. So I'm very thankful for my coaching staff.
One more for you, Coach. Earlier in the game, it seemed like some defensive miscues, just struggle handling the ball a little bit. I mean, obviously it was jumping out there. You guys have played already. A long day. But what do you kind of attribute that kind of defensive shakiness to?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a hard game, and you're playing your second game of the day. I mean, there's no, again, there's no excuses. They said we had 4 errors. I had 5 on my sheet. We just didn't play well, man. It's baseball, man. There's a lot of teams. There's a lot of really good teams across the country that went 2 and out, and and don't play well in these tournaments. And tonight we didn't play well the first half defensively, and South Carolina made us pay. We weren't able to escape with minimizing that third inning. We created the second inning for them. I don't think they got a ball out of the infield in that 2-run second inning. And so that's what happens with good teams, and that's often what we're able to do to other people sometimes. And that third inning, it was like double, and all of a sudden it's a 7 spot, man. And you look up and all right, well, it's the third. Let's see if we can battle back, and we certainly answered, and 9-5 there, and with 6 innings to go, and just hoping to stack up some zeros, and we didn't do that. But we played better as the game went on, and Aaron Rund, I had to say something about him because he's from Sac City Community College in California, and he walked on at Sac City and was 78 miles an hour as a freshman, and took a redshirt year at Sac City with those guys and spent 3 years there, and and he's 95, his third outing of the weekend for whatever, 2 1/3, 2 2/3, strikes out 5. I know I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but if that guy doesn't get a pro opportunity, I'm going to go ballistic, because that dude, talk about somebody that's taken his development seriously and poured everything into both being at Sac City and being here at Campbell. A tremendous teammate, just a tremendous dude. We've got a lot of guys like that, but Aaron Rund is a guy that I wanted to make sure to point out, because he's a guy that's earned everything and every opportunity that he's gotten.
To the players, we can see just how much you guys are hurt, and I guess that shows that you guys felt like you guys could go farther in this tournament, do more damage. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe that this team could have won it all. I believe that this was the most talented team, even though we had 2 first-rounders last year. Like, this team just, I think, was better all around. And obviously our first game, we didn't play to our best of our ability, and tonight we didn't really, as Coach said, defensively play really well. And I know that we can play so much better, and that's why this just hurts way more.
I mean, yeah, our offense is very dangerous, and I believe we can hit anyone that's on the mound, and especially with the chemistry with our guys built. We hang out every day off and on the field. Like, when we get done with practice, we're all in the same house together hanging out. We spend every minute together, and I would not want to, take anything other than that. This guy right next to me is like my best friend. I spend every little second with him, even though sometimes he annoys me. But we're roommates on the road. Like, we literally spend every single minute together, and I won't be able to put the jersey on with him ever again. But he's one of the best baseball players I've ever played with, and I hope he plays pro ball someday, because, he's a very talented player. But, yeah, our offense is very talented, and I believe we can hit anyone that's on that mound.